All right. Hello, friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Saturday mini writing retreat. Just bear with me just a moment while we test sound and all that. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm testing on my end. But if you could let me know, that would be helpful as well. While we test sound and all that. Run. Coming in loud and clear. Perfect. Good to know. So hello, welcome. This is our mini writing retreat. We will be doing a little bit of yoga today. I'll explain. It's going to be just a little bit different. We're going to keep it super, super simple. But we do some yoga. We wake up our minds, wake up our bodies, wake up our creative energies, and then we just sit together and create, because the week can get busy, life can get busy, and it can get to the weekend and you realize I did not give myself any time to work on my projects, to work on my creativity, and you deserve that time, so we set it aside today. We set aside 2 hours to give ourselves that time because our creativity deserves it and we deserve it. So that's why we're here. That's what we're going to do. Just going to let people trickle on, get ready, get situated. But for the yoga part of this, today especially, you don't need anything. You don't need yoga gear. You don't need a mat. You could still be in your pajamas. You could be in your regular clothes. Maybe not jeans, but I highly doubt any of you are wearing jeans right now. But we're not going to do, so sometimes we'll do a quick little flow, even if they're pretty easy and quick. Today, we're just going to do some poses that are easy to do no matter where you are. So if you think I can't do yoga, you'll be able to do these or most of these. If you think I never have time, these are poses you can do if you just stand up at your desk in the middle of a writing session and take a break. So we're going to keep it super, super simple, even more simple than we normally do. So if you don't have a mat or anything, it's totally fine. Stand up wherever you are, and we'll jump into it. So we're just going to start in mountain pose. We usually do. But mountain pose is one of those poses that you can do anywhere and is great to increase energy, to help you focus, to wake up the brain and body a little bit, especially if you've been sitting for a long time. So we're going to stand up wherever you are. I know you can't see my feet. I didn't get my setup as much as I usually do because I knew we were going to keep this fairly simple. But press your feet into the mat or the floor just about hips distance apart. And just press your toes into whatever's underneath you, into the earth. Press away from the body, just bringing energy up through the legs. And once you get to the kneecaps, just kind of lifting the kneecaps up toward the body. Obviously, it's not a real motion, but just imagining that will help ignite the muscles in the legs. And we'll move up to the center, pulling the belly button up and back toward the spine. Just engages the core. It's just a simple movement there that we might not think about. All you need to do is, so you can't tell with my baggy shirt, but if you are just standing normally, you'll be able to tell. And then if you just do that simple motion of up and back, yeah, you can't tell, but it just engages the whole center of the body and just brings it up a little bit more. So you can try it on yourself in a mirror sometime. It's interesting. Your hands can be just down at your sides. I'm just doing a little motioning. Up, continuing up, bringing the shoulders down away from the ears, because often they start to inch their way up, especially if we're nervous or stressed or working. pulling them down, pulling the shoulder blades together down the back, like you're trying to pinch an invisible pencil between them to open up through the chest. And that small motion, you might even feel those muscles be like, whoa, we don't normally do this. So might feel good. Coming up through the neck to the top of the head, just stretching the top of the head toward the ceiling will really help engage the neck and lengthen the neck. And there we are. We're in mountain pose. Our cores are engaged to support the rest of our body. We're pressing away from the mat. So it's almost like our energies, our feet are pushing toward the earth and the top of our head is lifting up toward the ceiling. So we're stretching through our entire body. And this is just a great way to let energy start to flow a little more freely through the body. And if you're sitting at your desk and you need to stand up, just stand up into mountain pose and take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Just do that a couple of times, in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And there you go. You are doing yoga, just bringing your attention to that breath, trying to bring it away from anything that might be distracting you, like any music, any noises in the background. I don't know if you picked that up. Bringing, there we go. The door has closed. Doing a little bit better job than I am than focusing on your breath. Trying to let any thoughts from the day so far, coming up from the day, just fall away while you bring the attention to the breath. And maybe with each inhale, you stretch that head up a little higher toward the ceiling. You open the hands a little wider, pulling, if you pull the fingertips toward the earth, it helps pull those shoulders down. And exhale. Let the shoulders fall if they've started to hunch up. One more time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Sigh it out. I'm going to turn wherever you are is fine as long as you can see me. We're just going to do a couple of forward folds, which again are super easy. Might be a little more awkward to do if you're out in public, but if you're home, you can do these anytime, anywhere. So we're just going to start with a big inhale while we reach the hands up toward the sky, reaching the fingertips, through the fingertips toward the ceiling. And then maybe bringing the hands down through center. We'll just start to fold at the waist, leading with the chin in the chest, letting your knees stay bent or inviting a bend into the knees. And just slowly starting to fold forward. And I know a lot of people here are, not here, but a lot of people I hear all the time are, I can't, touch my toes. I can't touch the ground in forward fold. That's okay. Get to your comfort level. Maybe that's here. And just let your hands rest wherever feels comfortable. If you can, we're just going to fold all the way down as far as you comfortably can. Let your hands hang. Maybe that's on the mat. Maybe it's on your feet, your shins. And then maybe you even want to grab elbow to elbow here and let ourselves hang out. And just ragdoll, sway back and forth. You can bend the knees as much as you need here. So sometimes you might almost be bringing your chest toward the tops of your thighs. Pressing all four corners of the feet into the mat. Trying to spread the weight evenly through the feet. Not bending forward too much on the toes or back into the heels. And then on an inhale, we'll come up to a half flat back. bringing the hands either to the shins or the thighs, making a 7-ish shape with the body, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll just go right back into that fold. So forward fold is a great way to boost your energy. It is an inversion, which means your heart is above your head. So all the blood and energy is rushing to your brain right now. So they even say it's better than a cup of coffee. I don't know about that. I still want my coffee, but it's pretty good. So you can just hang out here. You can maybe sway back and forth. Again, just paying attention to where the weight is in your feet. You can start to slowly straighten your knees if that feels good and you want a little more of a stretch through the back of the legs. You can really just make this your own. And again, if your hands, aren't on the mat, if this is not comfortable for you, you can always rest them on the back of the legs, back of the thighs, wherever. And then from here, if you do want to work on more like a stretch here than just hanging out and you're working on getting a little deeper, you can grab the back of the thighs and slowly use that to help pull you forward a little bit. Just a little bit at a time though, but that's totally up to you. Bringing your nose toward your knees. All right, so let it hang here for just one more inhale. And sigh it out. And then on the next inhale, bend the knees, reaching up toward the sky. My knee always pops right there. Inhale, reach above the head. And exhale. Let the hands fall through center, down back toward the sides. You might feel a little more energy flowing through the body. You might feel a little bit of rush of blood leaving the head. You might feel a little flushed. Embrace it. You can even bring your hands to heart center. Sometimes they say that helps kind of lock in the energy. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. And we're just going to do one more pose here. I'm going to, again, step out toward you so you can see me. We're going to step the feet apart. So I am on a mat, so I'm just lining up with my mat, but you don't have to. Step the feet apart, toes pointed forward, sides of the feet, the outside edges of the feet pressing into the mat. Now this is going to be one where you just go and do what feels good to you. So we are going to do that forward fold motion here. So we're just going to start to fold. We're just doing a wide-legged forward fold. So we're doing what we just did, but with our legs spread a little bit here. So you can leave your hands on your legs just to help balance as you move forward, as you fold forward. And when you're ready, you can bring them to the mat if that is possible. You might be up on your fingertips. Yeah, you can't see me, but you might be up on your fingertips, on your palms. Just folding forward, lifting the tailbone up to the sky, pressing the feet into the mat, and folding again. Invite a little bend in the knees here. We never want to lock our knees. So now we are in wide-legged forward fold. Some people can bring their head to the mat. I am not there. I got my palms down. And if you do get your palms down, you can start to bend the elbows. That invites a little deeper stretch. But wherever you are, again, if your hands aren't even on the mat, that's totally fine. Just grab your shins or the back of your thighs, anywhere on the body that feels comfortable for you. You can even go for the outside pinkies. Your pinky toes, if you would like. Make it work for you. So what we're doing here is starting to kind of release and open through the hips. And in the hips is where we store a lot of emotion. So releasing some emotion before a writing session feels right? Feels like kind of a good idea. Might help us get a little more in tune with what we're trying to write. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe on the exhale, just trying to bend a little deeper into the stretch. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then on the inhale, Slowly start to make our way up. You can bring the hands to the hips if that feels good. Maybe to about halfway, and then exhale to help you go the rest of the way. All right, and that is what we're going to do today. I was thinking a little goddess pose, but I think after a couple inversions, we're feeling good. So that wide-legged forward fold just helps open the hips up a little bit. And you can kind of heel toe your feet back together or step them together, whatever works. Maybe bring the hands toward heart center. Take one more big inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. So there you go. Hopefully those are a couple of poses that no matter where you are, you can try out if you need an extra boost of energy, you need to wake up a little bit, wake up the brain, wake up the body. So now we are going to just take a small break, get resituated. I'm going to come to the desk. You can get coffee, get water, get whatever you need, and then we're going to write. So just take a minute or two here to get situated, get what you need, and then we will start our writing session, and we will do 3 25-minute writing sprints. So here we go. I'm going to mute myself for now, and then we'll get right to it. All right, just a quick test here to see if you guys can still hear me. I have switched microphones. So let me know if you can hear me. I'm also testing on my computer here, but there's a nice delay again, so I'll probably hear hopefully before you guys. All right. Yeah, perfect. Just a quick. There we go. All right, we're here. We're ready to write. We're ready to create. You're going to get to see nice glare in my glasses from the light. We're on. It is a gloomy, rainy morning here, but that is okay because that is perfect writing weather. For me, at least, I love writing when it's gloomy and gray like this. And I have a little candle burning next to me for a little ambiance. It is a gift from a friend, the night writer. You know, we're not writing at night, but it just smells too good. And it's just too perfect of a day to not have a candle going. And that's what I had handy. So here we are. And here we are. We're going to write. We're going to do 3 25-minute writing sprints. Throughout those sprints, if you would like to chat in the chat,
to talk in the chat about any challenges that you're facing, what you're working on, anything like that, feel free. I'm going to put up a prompt here if you need it. I know some of you here do not. You're working on already established projects, but sometimes prompts can help us in the projects we're already working on anyway. So prompts aren't only to get us going at the beginning of a project. Sorry, this chair is just awkward. Prompts are great to, get us unstuck in the middle of a project if we're feeling like we don't know where to go. So we'll put the prompt up and then we'll put up a timer and we'll do 3 25-minute writing sprints. So I think you know the drill. So I won't keep talking. You can let us know what you're working on too in the chat. We're always interested. Me, I assume we is in everyone here, but I'm always interested to hear what everybody's working on and what you have helping you along this morning. I've got some coffee, some Folgers coffee, nothing special. You just can't go wrong with a good old pot of Folgers. Apparently it's the best part of waking up, which I would not deny. So when I get into the babbling stage is when we just need to start writing. So we're going to put up the prompt. The sounds of the forest faded as ... I guess I think I've used this prompt before. I use them a couple times before we switch them out. Just because, you might come up with something different on a different day. Might be new people here, so I have used this one, but it's a new day. The sounds of the forest faded as is your prompt. We will put up a timer here. I keep saying we. Nobody's here with me. We, the Creative Warrior brand, I guess is what I mean, but anybody here today knows we is me. So 25 minutes. You don't have to keep track. I will keep track. I will get my timer going and it will go off when we're all done. So you don't have to worry about it. 25 minutes. And then we'll touch base, see how it's going, and we'll do another one. So here we go. We're just going to jump in because, like I said, I'm babbling. So timer. It's the royal we. That's right. I like that. Yes. All right, here we go. 25 minutes starting now. Thank goodness, right? All right, that is the end of our first writing sprint. Let me know in the comments how it went, what you're working on. I am working on edits, so it is slow, but it's happening. It's going. We're cutting. We're playing with words. We're realizing how repetitive we can be. The royal we can be, with using the same words over and over. So that's fun. We're busting out the thesaurus. So hey, it's progress. It's not the funnest part of writing, the most fun part, but it's necessary and it's happening and it's progress. So yay. So let us know. Yes, painful edits. Yay. Solidarity for painful editing. But it has to happen in order, to get the book out there. It's better to do it now than have picky readers pointing it out, because we know they're out there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hopefully it went well for you. We'll do another round. And we'll keep it going. So let us know in the comments if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to chat about. Journaling. Yes, writing in the company of others is always beneficial and just nice to know you have some company. So agreed all around. And journaling first thing in the morning on a morning like this too is perfect. It is awesome. It's a great way to start the day. So we'll keep it going. We'll set another timer and jump into another sprint and just see how it goes. Strength is in the air. Oh, I like that. Very nice, Karen. I'm glad you're feeling that. I'm glad these sessions can help you feel that. So we are all here with you, sharing creative energy, which is awesome. So here we go, 25 more minutes. Starting now. All right, that is the end of our second sprint. How'd it go? Let us know in the comments. Let everyone know. Did you make any big realizations? Uncover anything? Move on past anything you were stuck on? Or just make slow, steady progress? All of it's good. All of it's beneficial. I think mine was just slow, steady progress. Moving along, plucking words out here and there. Yeah, and that's it. That was my progress. We'll do one more writing sprint, and then we will call it a day. Yeah, I was thinking if there was anything else I was going to add to that. If you have more writing plans this weekend, feel free to share. If you have a plan to keep it going, keep the momentum going. The time did go really fast. I was engrossed when that timer went off. I was like, oh, all right. I had plans to get a whole lot done this weekend. I was going to be house sitting and be by myself, so I was going to get a ton done. And now, in the short time those plans got canceled, all of a sudden I have a bunch of other plans. I have a brunch and a dinner and things. So like life just was like whoosh. But hopefully I'll get some more done tomorrow. That's why we have these 2 hours set aside, right? Because I have to turn down plans, right? If I'm accountable to you all, even if I have a brunch or some sort of plan come up, I have to say, nope, I have to do this first. And I get things done no matter what. So that's why we do this. That's why it's helpful, at least for me. So there we go. After this, I will have gotten, we'll have gotten 2 hours of writing done. So no matter what happens through the rest of the day or even the weekend, you can say you got 2 hours of writing time done. So there it is. Let's keep it going. We will set another timer. Again, feel free to talk in the chat through anything you'd like, continue conversations, or just head down or writing. So here we go. We'll set another timer for 25 minutes starting now. All right, friends, that is the end of our third and final writing sprint. We are nearing 11 o'clock. I know it's a little bit early, but kept yoga short this morning, so we ended our 3 sprints a little early. I feel good about the progress I made. I hope you do too. We were talking kind of in the chat about writing every day and whether you do or don't. I'm always torn on this. I know how important it is, especially if you're working on something specific, to write every day. And, our creativity is a muscle that really needs to be exercised. But also, there's lots of other ways to exercise our creativity too. So if we don't always get a chance to write every day, if we're reading, if we're doing something else creative, in another way and still using that part of the brain, right? We're still exercising our creativity. Yoga is also a great way to do that. So there's benefit to writing every day for sure. And if you're working on something specific and you have some goals you're trying to reach, make a schedule, work it in every day when you can. Do your best to get to write every day. But it also shouldn't be something that stresses us out, that causes us guilt. We mentioned in the comments, if we don't get to it, because life happens, right? Things are going to get in the way, just start over. I was just saying this, I think to Steph, and yes, it could only be for 10 minutes, like she said, but, if you realize, sorry, my brother is texting me and calling me, that it's been a rough week and you haven't gotten to writing every day or at all or as much as you like, just start over. Don't let that deter you, bring you down. It's a new week and every day's a new day too. So anyway, off my soapbox. That's why I think sessions like this are great though, because we have other writers that we can talk to about these things telling us, you know what, yeah, I try, but it doesn't always happen. I understand, that you feel guilty when you don't, but it's okay. You don't have to. So that's why community is great. That's why sessions like this are great, to be surrounded by other writers. So I hope that helped. Hope that eased some concerns. I hope this session was helpful for you today. And you wrote, yay. So that's a win. So anywho, sorry, just reading, an overachiever, it has to be an hour. Yes. If you don't have an hour, you don't do anything. I understand that. Oh gosh, we won't get into that. I used to feel like if I didn't write a novel, I wasn't a writer, right? So it's that same concept. If I didn't have a completed novel, I wasn't even a writer. And then it was when I discovered flash fiction and things like that and really enjoyed writing those that I was like, I'm still a writer. I'm writing super short fiction, but it's still stories. It's still doing what I love. I am still a writer. So yes, I totally understand that feeling. But yes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you can fit in a day. But anyhow, all right, that's the end. I'm going to hop off again, my soapbox, and let you all get back to your Saturdays. Maybe the weather will clear up a little bit and you'll be able to enjoy the day. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got in my brain, I guess. So thank you so much for joining me today. We'll be back Wednesday morning, 7:30 to 8:30. If you want to try to work in some time then, even if you just hop on for 10 minutes, for part of that. It's a great time in the middle of the week to kind of rededicate some time if the week's gotten crazy. So there you go. Another chance on Wednesday to write. And that's all. That's all, folks. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. Now go fight for your creativity. Bye.